Good day, class. Today we are going to discuss about needs, wants, and demand. We all have needs, tama? Marami tayong pangangailangan at lahat tayo ay may pangangailangan. We need food, clothing, and shelter. We need to be educated. We need to be heard, to be loved, and to be understood. At marami pa tayong pangangailangan. And why are we now discussing about needs? Basically, lahat naman ng mga binibili natin, 'di ba, ay may connection sa ating pangangailangan. It all starts with what we need. Kaya mahalaga na maunawaan natin ano ba ang need. So, a need is a state of felt deprivation about something that is deemed to be necessary. When you feel hungry, for instance, your body feels deprived of nutrients and therefore triggers a search for solution. Naghahanap siya ng makakain kasi nakaramdam ka ng kagutuman, gutom ka, may kulang sa'yo. Yung katawan mo kailangan niya ng energy, ng nutrients, and a solution doon ay pagkain. So, at the most primal level, we go back once again dun sa mga physical needs natin like food, clothing, and shelter, which we literally need to stay alive and fundamentally comfortable. Yung tubig ay isa din sa mga mahalaga at kailangan natin para mag-survive. So let us begin our discussion with this basic need for water. Sa Metro Manila, alam niyo ba, yung dalawang biggest water utilities ay yung Manila Water and yung Maynila insist that for the majority of households that they service, their tap water is potable. In other words, pwede mong inumin diretso yung galing sa faucet na tubig. So, how many of us do actually drink straight from the faucet? Yung mga low-income households, they drink straight from the tap and hindi na nila pag-iisipan pa yon. Hindi na sila magdadalawang isip para gawin yon. Pero, habang ang income mo ng isang household ay lumalaki, ang tap water is quickly replaced by alternate options of either bottled water or filtered water. Yung bottled water can come in the form of either neighborhood supplied gallon containers or store-bought water, di ba? So, yung filtered water naman, it can come from any number of installed home filtration systems. Nasa loob na ng bahay ninyo yung filtration system, kaya doon na kayo kumukuha ng mineral. Costly yon, mahal yung filtration system. So, we all need water. But, we have hundreds of options on how to get it, each with its own pros and cons, and each with its own particular price point. Now, think about this for a moment. Up to the 1980s, yung concept ng pagbili ng drinking water ay hindi naman practically unthinkable. Lalo na kung meron namang tap water na available. So, yung iba, the reason lang kaya sila bumibili ng water is if their faucet was not working. Pumasok lang talaga yung turning point of this cultural mindset toward water noong early 1990s when the city came into the grip of a cholera epidemic. Lumabas sa news na na-damage yung mga pipes. So, ngayon, marami ang na-paranoid about the water supply. This led to the middle and upper classes migrating towards safer drinking water. Kaya, nandiyan lumabas yung mga companies na nagpa-provide ng home water filtration systems. Kasi nga, we need water. That is a non-negotiable physiological need. But in particular, we need what? Safe drinking water because we also have a need for safety. 'Di ba? Kailangan din nating masigurado na tayo ay ligtas ang ating kalusugan. So if you had high disposable income, you would probably pay a premium for a higher price water filtration system for your home para mabigyan ka ng peace of mind about the water that you drink. Even if your water service provider insists that tests show your tap water is very safe to drink. Tapos nung mid-2000 na, a new health fad emerged. Lumabas naman yung alkaline water. Marami ang nag-support dito sa alkaline water that claim alkalinity in this particular kind of drinking water made it more compatible with the human digestive system. Nakakatulong siya sa quicker absorption and better health natin ng ating katawan. Kaya lumabas na naman sa market yung mga water purifiers na nagiging alkalized yung water. As it turned out, those who did buy these alkaline dispensers had not one, not two, but three needs. Tatlong needs yung na-meet sa kanila. So, una yung physiological, pangalawa yung safety, and better health. Better health which were part of something called self-actualization or self-development. Because these devices address three important needs, the buyers felt that it was worth it. At dito tayo papasok sa topic na tinatawag nating hierarchy of needs. Ito ay pinropose ni Abraham Maslow noong 1943, kung saan sinasabi niya rito that the most basic needs must first be met before the individual can feel a strong desire for the higher level needs. Tulad ng example natin kanina. Ang basic need or yung physiological need natin ay halimbawa yung water. At kapag ikaw, nakasumpong ka na ng water, mayroon pa ulit na sunod. Sunod, hahanapin mo na is yung safe na water. Kaya pipiliin mo na is yung mineral. Sumunod nun, di ba, inaspire naman na magkaroon ng alkaline dispenser kasi mas mapapabuti na ng iyong pangangatawan and worth it naman yon. At ganun nga, yung nangyayari sa pag-meet natin sa ating mga pangangailangan. Nagsisimula muna tayo dun sa ating mga basic needs. Pagkain, tubig, tulugan, tirahan, mga damit. Tapos nun, sunod mo namang pangangailangan ay safety, kaligtasan. And then sunod nun, yung pagiging belong, maramdaman yung love. And then next, yung self-esteem, and finally, self-actualization or yung self-development. Diba? Ang dami nating pangangailangan. And yes, consumers can have a multitude of needs. But what do consumers want? Anong gusto nila? So let us first distinguish between a need and a want. Tulad ng nabanggit kanina, you need safe water. But kung gusto mo ba yung ultraviolet technology pa that would kill those pesky bacteria, need pa ba yon? Want na yon, di ba? You need to eat, but you particularly want a double patty cheeseburger. So did you spot the difference? Wants are the specific manifestation of needs. Admit it, you want a lot of things. Marami kang gusto. You want a specific brand of clothes, specific brand of cell phone, high-end gadgets, and perhaps you want to travel to a number of exotic destinations. These are all wants because they are specific manifestations of your various needs. Now, if you want something and you actually have the money to buy it, then this want now becomes a demand. Again, kapag ikaw meron kang gusto at meron ka namang pambili para bilhin yon, itong wants na to nagiging demand na siya. So, demands are wants that are backed by purchasing power. Without purchasing power, a want is simply something on someone's wish list. What does this tell us? Often, yung nakikita natin na binibili sa market ay hindi talaga reflection of what people really want, but rather it reflects what they can afford at the moment. This is quite evident in the sad reality that in many poor households, proper nutrition is compromised when the parents substitute low-cost instant noodle packs for more nutritious fare. Example na lang, yung may mga flavored instant noodles, beef bulalo. Di ba? Pero, pamalit yun sa talagang actual beef bulalo. So, this allows the parents to stretch their meager budgets but it comes at the price of their children's nutrition. They may want the real thing, pero dahil nga limited ang finances, they opt for the more imaginary fare, and this is where their demand goes to. Gayunman, if you have the money, you have the budget, you have the resources, mainam pa din na marunong tayong gumastos ng pera. We must know the consequences of our purchase decisions. Remember this, the money placed into one thing means money lost from purchasing something else. So, yung pinambili mo para sa isang bagay ay ibig sabihin na walan ka ng pambili para sa ibang bagay. Nakakatulong ito para maging clear sa atin kung ano ba yung priorities natin. So, what do you prioritize the most in your life? The sooner you know your priorities, the better off you will be, as you will tend to channel more of your finances toward priority matters rather than spend them now on possibly impulsive purchases. Kaya, if you have the purchasing power to acquire that something, malagang isipin mo muna, ano ba talaga ang kailangan ko? Ano ba talaga yung gusto ko kung may budget ako? Ano yung magsasatisfy sa akin? At ano yung kapalit nito kapag ito yung binili ko? Hopefully, nakatulong itong topic natin para maunawaan natin yung purchasing decision ng isang customer na mahalaga pa lang ma-identify natin yung ating needs o ating pangangailangan, kung anong wants natin, and if we have the purchasing power, bibilhin ba natin ito? That's all, and have a good day.